Good morning, everybody. In today's Motivational Monday, I'm going to share with you 9 tips that you can embrace to help optimize brain function. So whether you're trying to prevent a neurological disease like Parkinson's or Alzheimer's, or if you're trying to improve your memory, or even if you just want to ace your next exam, today's video is just for you. Hey everybody, and welcome to Motivational Monday, where you can learn how simple shifts in your habits can lead to profound results in the way that you feel and in the way that you look. So on a regular basis, I get letters from people around the world, which is pretty exciting for me, asking for specific recommendations on things that they can do to manage their particular health concerns. And while I cannot address specific people because I'm not working with them one-on-one and I don't know their medical history, what I can offer them are videos that might help address their concerns in a general way, but things that they can do to help them move along the spectrum. So today's video is specifically for a few people who've reached out to me over recent months. One lady had essential tremors, another was an entrepreneur who was having a hard time focusing and concentrating at work, and another one was from a student that was looking to ace her exam. She was very smart, but having a hard time pulling it together for a test and getting the grade that she deserves. I also have lots of clients with Parkinson's and Alzheimer's, so I thought, let me bring this all together and do one great video for 9 things that you can do to optimize brain function. So we're going to address them now. Are you ready? So the very first suggestion is to be properly hydrated. Your brain is made up 75% of water, so having adequate water intake is essential. If you're dehydrated, you might have an inability to focus and concentrate, and over time, that could lead to cognitive decline. If you drink a lot of alcohol or if you drink a lot of caffeine, that increases your need for water. So being properly hydrated is the first suggestion, and here are 2 tips to make it happen. As soon as you wake up in the morning, have 2 glasses of water and just get it out of the way, and then throughout the day, either keep a pitcher of water with a glass on your desk or on your kitchen counter, or a bottle of water as a visual prompt to get you to drink throughout the day, and make it a habit to get into the habit of just doing that. If you want extra alkalinity, squeeze some lemon juice in there, and being properly hydrated would be suggestion number 1. So suggestion number 2 should come as no surprise to my regular viewers, and that suggestion is to drastically reduce, or even better, eliminate any sugary or salty processed foods from your diet. The reason is this: when you eat sugary foods, you create an unstable blood sugar, and that unstable blood sugar can lead to irritability, mood swings, and a lack of focus. If your preference goes to salty foods, first of all, that can indicate a stress response, so that could show us that you are under a tremendous amount of stress, that salt preference. But also that salt is dehydrating to the brain. So refer back to number 1, right, which is being properly hydrated. In addition, those salty snacks come in a processed chip form, which in turn turns into sugar and can also offset your blood sugar. So wiping out those snacks and replacing them with healthy snacks would be highly beneficial to help you focus and help enhance your brain function. The place to start is the place that you spend the most time, or the place that holds the greatest temptation. So if you tend to really snack on things when you're at work, then that's the place to stop eating them first and replace them with healthy snacks. If your problem is at home, then clean up the cupboards at home and replace it with healthy options. So here's some suggestions for you. If you prefer salty type of snacks, savory type of snacks, then olives are a really good way to control that. Another option is to have like celery sticks or carrot sticks with hummus, which I don't have a prop for, or you can do celery sticks with almond butter, or you can cut up an avocado and have a little bit of avocado throughout the day. The fats in that would be highly beneficial to your brain as well. You can also have a handful of walnuts, and if you like the combination of salty and sweet, you can have a handful of walnuts with some fruit like berries or an orange. If you tend towards sweeter options, then my favorite hands down snack option for that would be to have an apple or a banana with some almond butter. You'll get your satisfaction of needing the sweets with the fruit, and you'll balance it out with the protein and the fat in the nut butter to help you have a nice stable snack that can help you feel good all afternoon. So cleaning out the junk food, the sugary foods, would be suggestion number 2, and that will go a long way towards helping you feel better across the board. Suggestion number 3 is to make sure that you have plenty omega-3 essential fatty acids in your diet. 8% of your brain's weight is made up of these great oils. So what they help to do is help mitigate the effects of stress, and they also help to boost serotonin, which helps with happiness and a sense of calm. Additionally, studies show that women who consume these fats while they're pregnant tend to have children with higher IQs than those who don't, and it can help control the effects of postpartum depression. So all that points to the fact that essential fatty acids are amazing for the brain. They can actually help you improve your cognition, help you focus, and help you retain information more efficiently while you're feeling happier. So here are some tips to make that happen. Have a handful of walnuts every day as a snack. Use flaxseed oil instead of olive oil in your salad dressings, and you can do that every single day as well. And have a piece of salmon, high quality, wild Alaskan salmon 3 times a week. Include that in your diet, and that is a great way to get those omega-3s into your body to help boost brain function. Suggestion number 4 is to make sure that you have plenty of antioxidant-rich foods in your diet. Free radical damage that we all get from just living lives, whether it's from pollution, eating foods that might have pesticides in them, stress, wear and tear, that free radical damage can affect your neurological function and lead to cognitive decline. This is specifically true for people who are trying to prevent or manage conditions like Parkinson's, Alzheimer's, or essential tremors. But all of us would benefit from eating lots of antioxidant-rich foods because they also help prevent heart disease and cancer. So when you think about how to make that happen, you want to think about including foods in your diet that are very colorful. So think about the rainbow and try to eat foods from as many colors of that rainbow as you can. So things like strawberries, which are specifically good for Parkinson's disease and Alzheimer's, red cabbage, peppers, carrots, all different colored carrots, oranges and tangerines, and things like Swiss chard. Even though this is just green and it has some color in it, they also have a tremendous amount of antioxidants that can help control the damage that's being done to the brain through free radical damage. So including these in your diet is very important and very essential. One way you can make that happen is just make sure that every single day you get a nice large salad into your diet. You can use different greens. You can use a mixture of arugula and spinach and lettuce and maybe a little bit of Swiss chard, and then add some red cabbage to it, add some peppers, tomatoes, carrots, add as many colors as you can, and make sure that you get that into your diet every single day. To make it even better, top it off with flaxseed oil and a little lemon juice, and maybe have it with a piece of salmon, and that combination would be an amazing, powerful nutrient boost to your brain, and doing that regularly would be great, and that would be suggestion number 4. Suggestion number 5 is to look at your caffeine intake and see what you can do to decrease the amount of caffeine you're taking in. And this is especially true if you're struggling with something like essential tremor disorder or Parkinson's disease. Caffeine mimics the stress response in your body, and it increases cortisol. Too much cortisol on the brain can lead to exacerbated effects of the Parkinson's or the essential tremor, but it could also lead to inability to focus and concentrate and retain information, slowly leading to cognitive decline. So having 1 cup of coffee is certainly not a problem. It's the multiple cups, it's the big cups of coffee that might be a problem. So here's a suggestion. If you don't drink coffee at all, then great. Then you don't have to worry about it. If you drink 1 cup a day and you're really struggling with certain neurological disorders like essential tremors or Parkinson's disease, you might want to either reduce that coffee intake by half to half a cup and then slowly just move to green tea, or just go right to green tea. If you drink multiple cups of coffee a day, cut your consumption off at 11 o'clock in the morning, try to leave it at that, and then the rest of the day have some green tea. Although green tea has caffeine, it also has an enormous amount of antioxidants, specifically ones that are good to help the brain. So have green tea instead, and in that way, you're getting a little bit of the boost that you might be looking for, but without all the damaging effects of hyper amounts of too many cups of caffeine throughout the day. Also remember from tip number 1, caffeine can promote dehydration. So that is another concern if you're drinking too much coffee or too much tea throughout the day. So try to minimize and switch over to green tea wherever you can as suggestion number 5. Suggestion number 6 is to look at your alcohol intake and then modify it if you need to. If you drink regularly and you are struggling with a neurological disorder like Alzheimer's, Parkinson's, or essential tremors, or if you're just trying to help with your memory and your focus and concentration, too much alcohol can not only be dehydrating to the brain, which again, refer to tip number 1, it also depletes your body of certain nutrients that are essential for brain health, like B6, B12, folic acid, thiamine, and magnesium. All those nutrients help boost brain function, help to lead to a sense of calm, help with memory and cognition. So depleting them through alcohol would be detrimental to your neurological health. So if you drink, look at the amount that you're drinking and see if you can reduce it. And if you do imbibe, try to supplement those nutrients. Talk to your doctor or your pharmacist and see if it would be appropriate for you to supplement with a B complex vitamin and a magnesium supplement when you drink to help replenish at least what you've lost through drinking alcohol. In addition, do not forget, if you're drinking, have plenty of water with alcohol just to prevent the dehydration that might be happening from drinking. Suggestion number 7 always gets a bad rap, and I think that's because it's so closely associated with weight loss that it puts some people off. But exercise is one of the most important things you can do for your neurological health. Studies repeatedly show that exercise can reduce stress and the effects of stress on the brain. It can also help to improve mood and does way more for the brain to mitigate the effects of depression than antidepressants. That's a lot of benefits from one simple exercise that also, in turn, yeah, sure, can also help you lose weight. Exercising regularly can lower cortisol levels in your brain. So again, if you're highly stressed out, if you have a high impact day, a high powered life, then exercise is essential to help you control the effects of that lifestyle. Here's a tip: if you don't like exercise and it puts you off, get a Fitbit or get a Jawbone, something that you can easily put on your wrist that will count your steps. Countless clients of mine have gotten those gadgets and have found that it is a highly motivating way to get them moving. It prompts them to want to achieve 10,000 steps a day. So if you're not ready for the gym and you're not ready to go to a class, or you simply don't feel like you have the time, get one of these gadgets, either a Fitbit or a Jawbone, latch it to your belt, or put it on your wrist or something come on your belt, and just start walking. And then start seeing if you can increase the amount of steps you take every single day. So exercise would be suggestion number 7. Suggestion number 8 is stress management techniques. So again, exercise is one way to do this, but there's other ways that you can manage your stress. Stress is probably one of the biggest killers out there, and we don't even realize it. So many people I speak to are working really hard at eating the right foods and trying to do all the right things, but in the meantime they're so stressed out that that in and of itself is creating problems in their bodies. It also greatly impacts the mind. When you're stressed and you're juggling too many things at once, it's very hard to hold it all together, and it's very hard to remember things, and it's very hard to focus and concentrate. So finding ways to manage your stress through things like meditation or Tai Chi or making time for yoga would be an incredible boon for your neurological health. Here's a tip: if you cannot find a way to fit these things into your life straight away, if you find that all of that feels overwhelming, then just simply take a 10-minute break in the middle of your day or sometime in the afternoon. Go outside and take a break, get your snack, go in the sunshine, sit out there for 10 minutes and take a break. The sunshine will help promote serotonin, and just getting away from your desk and getting away from your routine for 10 minutes might go a long way towards helping to manage and bring down your stress level and help renew your brain so that you can approach the rest of the day in a balanced way. So finding a great meditation technique or a stress relieving technique would be suggestion number 8. Suggestion number 9 is to upgrade your diet to an organic diet if possible. This is particularly true if you struggle with a chronic neurological disorder like Alzheimer's, Parkinson's, or essential tremors. Studies show that the pesticides in commercially grown food can lead to and aggravate the symptoms of these neurological problems like the Alzheimer's and the Parkinson's. So if you have that, you might want to really consider finding the resources to help upgrade your diet to a more organic diet. If that feels financially prohibitive to you, then you might want to start with a Dirty Dozen. This is a list of 12 foods that are particularly toxic or particularly bad for you, and those are the ones to start with. If you're not sure what those are, I will provide a link below so that you can familiarize yourself with them and see if you can get those in an organic form. Another place to look at is the animal protein you're taking in. Either reduce it if you're using commercially raised animal protein, or switch over to organic, because studies also show that the animals that you're consuming, that are being fed these pesticide-rich foods, could have a negative impact on your brain health as well. So upgrading your diet to an organic diet, if possible, is suggestion number 9. So there are 9 suggestions that will go a long way towards helping you nourish your brain, help improve your cognition, your focus and your concentration, and help you manage or prevent chronic illnesses like Alzheimer's and Parkinson's. But again, any 9 of those suggestions would be great to help you prevent heart disease or cancer, because if you're nourishing your body to help you with one thing, prevent one problem, you're helping your body in many ways across the board. So If you eat healthy food, it will benefit you across the board. If you feed yourself poor quality food, that will also be detrimental across the board. But you have a choice every single day, 3 times a day, to make great decisions for yourself so that you can have the vitality and the vibrancy to live a life that makes you happy. So now I want to hear from you. Are you struggling with your focus and concentration? Are you having problems with your memory? Or are you trying to prevent any sort of chronic neurological decline? If so, I would love to hear from you below. What have you done so far? And what in the 9 things that I mentioned are you planning to take on to help protect your brain in the future? I would love to hear in the comments below. Thanks for joining me for today's Motivational Monday. If you like tips like this and you would like more of them, then come on over to BarbaraMendezNutrition.com and you can sign up for the mailing list there. Once you do, you will automatically receive an email from me every Monday with either a written or a video blog that will contain either tips like this or a recipe or some inspirational, motivational suggestion to help move you closer to your health goals. You can follow me on Facebook or Twitter, and if you find that you have friends that would benefit from this information, then please pass it on to them. Thanks so much, everybody. Have an awesome Monday. Have a great week, and I will see you next time.